Hello everyone, welcome back to my spooky little corner of the internet. For anyone who's new here, my name is Stephen. I am a horror streamer over on Twitch, or primarily horror streamer, a bit of a variety, but I like all things spooky. And I just started a video series where we are rewatching the old episodes of Most Haunted. So Most Haunted is one of my favourite shows. Debatable about how authentic it was in the later seasons, but I genuinely think that they were onto some good stuff at the start. So I am excited to be revisiting it, and thank you for coming back if you watched the first episode for episode 2. Now, normally my approach is we would watch the episode through. It's my first time watching it, like since I watched it a million years ago, and we do like a fresh set of eyes on it. However, due to some technical difficulties, that has not been possible this week because I recorded an entire watch through of it for it to only then not have picked up the video audio correctly. So it was just me awkwardly talking over a Most Haunted episode in the background, which just wouldn't do. If you would like me to ADR all their voices and pretend to be them all, that's a completely different series. So this week we are going to episode 2, which is based in Chillingham Castle. Appropriately named, UK's good for a castle. Last week we saw Athelhampton Hall, which had myriad ghosts. There's some good selection. We had the ghost monkey or ghost ape. We had the chatty sisters, and we had like a creepy little crib that was rocking. But in Yvette's words, there's no tricks, no camera illusions, and no practical jokes. So their whole thing at the throughout the series, but in this, and it's quite evident, is if they see nothing, we'll see nothing. So it's like it's an accurate representation of their time at a location. So without further ado, we are going to go to Chillingham Castle and spend an evening with Yvette and probably some rich owners.
I believe that certain things happen that we can't explain.
Behind the wall!
24 hours at Chillingham Castle scared us. Will it scare you?
I love how it looked like he was shooting a ghost. Classic Most Haunted, a classic.
Hello and welcome to Most Haunted. We've come to Northumberland to try and
She loves
uncover
a
the
stairwell.
mystery of Chillingham Castle. Now, over the years, it's made a name for itself as being one of the most haunted places in Great Britain.
Not too far from
It's
me.
been called the home of the torturers, and one priest has described it as an embodiment of evil. So, is Chillingham Castle haunted? Does it live up to its reputation? Or is it just an old drafty castle with creaky windows? Well, that's what the Most Haunted team are here to find out.
We do have to be aware of the fact that it is a very old building. Like when they're like, oh, it's so cold over here, I can feel a draft.
Chillingham was
It's
built
like
in the 12th century in the middle of the
12th
beautiful
century.
Northumberland countryside. It was once one of the most important and senior strongholds of this region. Bloody battles between the English and Scottish were fought in
Bloody
the surrounding
battles.
fields. Chillingham was used as a shelter for English soldiers and a prison for Scottish rebels. Over
Well.
the years, this castle has housed many people, each with a story to tell. Perhaps these people are the ghosts of Chillingham.
I am intrigued to see who is involved with this castle these days.
Most Haunted want to try and uncover the truth behind the supposed hauntings here.
8:30 a.m.
Now, to do that,
And all that
we're going to
leather.
spend the night. 24 hours to be exact. And what we want to try and do is try to capture any paranormal activity on film and to uncover the truth behind the ghosts that are said to walk here. Now, let me introduce you to our crew. We've got Mark on Steadicam.
Ah, there
Hi,
we go.
Mark. You all
Hi,
right?
Mark.
And then
Hi,
we've got just
Mark.
peeking behind there. Say hi, Martin. Hello. He's on sound.
Martin.
And then we've got our lovely producer, Carl. Turn around and say hello to me.
Mr.
Ian, one of our
Yvette Fielding.
cameramen, hi. Rick, one of our cameramen. Are you scared tonight?
Somewhat, yeah, a bit nervous.
Where's our director, Bev?
All right,
What are you
Bev.
expecting to happen tonight?
There's Marcel,
knows?
the
I'm a big
icon,
girl.
the
What's the worst that
legend.
can happen?
Absolutely. Marcel, our makeup lady, you scared?
I'm an open-minded skeptic.
Good. And of course,
right? Let's just take note. Marcel is an open-minded skeptic, right? I mentioned Marcel last episode, how much I loved her because she just lost her shit at a fire alarm or a fire. Yeah, fire alarm. The flashing light on it. So let's see how the open-minded skeptic fares this evening.
Max, he keeps us nice and warm with tea and coffee and food.
I do.
Are you scared?
No, not really.
He does the Greg's run. I could do that. I'll be the tea lady, come on.
And we've also enlisted the help of a parapsychologist, Jason Carr. Now, Jason, what exactly is a parapsychologist?
Or the leather
Parapsychologist
pants
is
out in
somebody
full
who
force.
studies unusual phenomena, things like ghosts, haunted houses, but also includes other things such as mediums and psychics as well.
So, Jason, as a parapsychologist, do you believe in ghosts?
I believe that certain things happen that we can't explain, whether or not they are down to
Sorry, can we just look at the... This is the first time noticing this. The cross and the like defense kit in the back. What is that? I thought it was like ghost spotting tech. I didn't realise there was anti-vampire equipment in there.
ghosts or some other unexplainable phenomenon that science can't currently understand is down to a person's personal beliefs. But certainly I have monitored areas where ghosts have been reported which do show unusual fluctuations on our equipment, so something is happening.
Now, talking of equipment, you've bought some bits and pieces here. Just very quickly, tell us what you got.
Well, tonight one of the things that we're going to use, and we have used before in the past here,
Well
is
manicured
an infrared
nails.
zero lux camera. Basically, this looks in the dark and it sees things that the human eye can't see. So when it's pitch black to us, this camera can see. And we have caught anomalies, things that perhaps
Orbs.
can't be explained on that in the past. One of the other things that I'll be using.
So with him saying that, just for information, I believe, although this is the second episode with him saying, oh, we've caught things like that in the past, I don't think these are in the order they shot them. So they've probably done later episodes, but they've just put this one in here, so they'll have done more investigations.
Is basically a non-contact laser
This is his little
thermometer.
gun.
And what this does, it fires a laser beam, and between the thermometer itself and a hard surface that the beam is reacting to, it measures the in-between temperature. So if there is something perhaps invisible to the human eye which is affecting the temperature, as a lot of reported ghosts are supposed to do, this will tell us, and we can then corroborate that by taking photographs.
Is that like
of
the
what
ones we
happened.
did in,
We'll
like,
corroborate the evidence
we
of
had
that
for
and show
COVID?
something up that we can't see.
Okay.
We're also going to use electromagnetic field sensors. Now, everything in the world, you, me, the floor, the steps, everything around us has an electromagnetic field. And this basically can measure that field. Now, fluctuations do not occur in the electromagnetic field naturally unless they're due to electric cables or they're due to equipment of some kind functioning. Now, if an electromagnetic energy fluctuation occurs, this will tell us. And if we can't explain it, then it's something, for want of a better word, paranormal, because we can't explain it at the moment. And there is a lot of theories which suggest that electromagnetic field fluctuations are associated with ghosts.
Now, I would actually quite like to do a bit more of like a deep dive into the EMF readers and how they work, because I think in a renovated castle, which presumably has now been fitted with lighting and electricity and stuff, plus the team taking equipment in, like they've got their cameras, they'll have like walkie-talkies, things like that. Surely that's going to interrupt the EMF reader, because these things will fluctuate. Like if I sit with my computer on, for example, it's going to go at like different speeds. There's going to be different parts working on it depending on what it's actually doing. So I wonder how they account for like a base level and a sort of level of fluctuation. Interesting. I would have liked him to explain it, that's all.
Right, okay. Now, there's one last member of our crew to arrive. Derek Akora is a man who
Like
claims he
Derek.
can talk to the dead. Now, he has no knowledge of our location or its history, and at present he's being driven around the countryside until we are ready for his arrival.
What a waste of fuel. We wouldn't get that these days.
Sir Humphrey Wakefield and his family have owned and lived in Chillingham Castle for years.
I'm sorry. Sir is bad enough. Sir Humphrey? That has to be a nickname.
He was kind enough to show us round.
Humphrey?
Oh, Sir Humphrey, this is a beautiful room. What's it called?
Doggy.
Minstrel's Hall,
Really?
very much part of castle life.
Is it haunted?
Oh.
I've heard that it's haunted.
I mean, the whole castle is wonderfully haunted.
He does sound like a
we're
Sir
very happy
Humphrey.
With it, and they're happy with us.
So you're not at all bothered by the ghosts,
Yeah, we're not-
supposed ghosts that are here?
They're not supposed, they're all for real, and they're
We took that quite
very
personally.
much part of our life, and we're part of their life, and that makes us very happy.
I mean, what sort of year does the castle date back to?
Go back to the 1100s, just after the conquest, and ever since the 1200s, the same
conquest.
family have more or less been living here, and so
It's sorry, not like I feel like his family have had this castle forever because he talks about the conquest as if it's just happened, as if we're supposed to just know what that is. Maybe I'm just uninformed. I don't know.
the ghosts will know who we are, and we know who they are, and it all works very well.
And this Briggy. Hello, sweetheart.
Aw, puppy.
Now, does Briggy feel anything?
Briggy certainly does, yes.
What sort of things is he
No,
doing?
she's sociopathic.
I don't know, he either wags his tail and goes up and looks very friendly, or else he might growl and look into a corner.
Really?
But he sees things that we don't see.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do have to say, I've never had Leia do that. So we've had Leia for like 6 years now. She's never grilled at a corner or done anything like that unless it's like a noise outside or something identifiable. So I think there's something in that.
he's very happy with them.
Right, okay then. Do you want to tell me more about the history? I think we can go up the stairs here, can't we?
Wonderful.
I'm trying to get my bearings right.
You'll get him in time.
Okay.
Come and stay for a few
Because
years.
it's keeping you there a bit.
So this is the chapel we have
This
here.
looks a bit
as you can
culty,
see.
doesn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is lovely. Have there been any hauntings in this particular room?
I think curiously, in the whole castle, this is the one place where there haven't been any hauntings. I think chapels, in a way, are left very much in peace. There's a great feeling of peace in this place, and I think nothing happens here. I think everything's at rest here.
Didn't you find some skeletons here?
Yes, there were some skeletons found there, and the sort of experts all thought that there should therefore be a particular
Why?
turbulence. But I don't think so. I think they sort of had holy burial.
Did they ever
and
find out
therefore-
who the skeletons were?
No, it didn't. Never did.
Shall we carry on? Do you want to lead the way?
Right, very good, wonderful.
I'll follow you.
Very good.
Oh, it's freezing.
That
So sorry.
maybe I've just played too much Resident Evil, but that chapel looked a wee bit shriny almost. I guess I suppose there's an element of that to religious stuff regardless, but it's probably done up right enough because if this receives guests, then it'll be part of a display.
Humphrey, these are holiday apartments as well, aren't they?
These are private rooms, but there are
Sink in the room.
holiday apartments in the castle, certainly.
But why would anybody want to come and have a holiday here?
And they've got the wonderful bonus. If they're interested in hauntings, they can come to our haunted apartments.
Get me in a
If
haunted
they're interested
castle.
in not hauntings, they can go to our wing, which has no spiritual presence
House
at
has
all.
wings.
I've heard of the Blue Boy. Now, am I right in saying this, that he was supposed to be buried alive in the walls?
In this place here, there's a passageway through the wall there to what we call the pink room. When my visitors come here, they often say there must be an electric fault. They say they see a blue flash. All I know is that they saw the radiant form, and the child bones were discovered in that wall, and I know of no other horrors.
Child bones in the wall.
After hours of being driven round the countryside, Derek Okora, our spiritual medium, had finally arrived.
Jenny, all right? Yes.
With our
We
team
did it.
complete, will we uncover the truth of the Blue Boy and unfold the mysteries of Chillingham Castle?
Oh, that was quick.
With the team still in high spirits, we all enjoyed a hearty meal before a long, cold night.
They're eating
of
a good bit of
ghost
cake
hunting.
there. See
Whether
it?
there are any ghosts.
Look at the cake. Most important bit.
With
Never
the
mind
team
ghosts.
still in high spirits, we all enjoyed a hearty meal before a long, cold night of ghost hunting.
Look, I need this bar to go away. Looks like some kind of maybe a cheesecake, pavlova maybe.
Whether there are any ghosts here is debatable, but people will have experiences because of what they expect to occur when
Jason
they come here.
Coral.
You don't need to know that it has a spectral history in order to experience something here, whether it be otherworldly or whether it be from within your own
And-
mind.
The elephant head. Not that. I'm sorry. Because you know that's real, right? I don't like these people very much.
Again, it's open to interpretation.
Elephant
A lot
face.
of spirits can actually, without coming into our atmosphere, can send that thought transference through the different dimensions and form themselves as they were if they personally had an experience with that place that you were in at that time.
All right, well, should we make our way over there?
So like a manifestation. Good for a wee bit of music, aren't they?
Okay, Derek, now, you know this is the...
What's quite interesting actually at this point, sorry, I know I keep jumping in. I guess that's my job, but we never really got much of a walkthrough. When we watched last week, we heard about a lot of the ghosts before Derek came, so we could kind of compare it to what he said. We've only really heard about the Blue Boy and the bones in the chapel, haven't we? I wonder if it was just boring. If it was just boring ghosts he told them about, so they cut it. I don't know.
Minstrel's Gallery. How does it feel?
Well, it backed off slightly and it calmed down. But now, since we've come into the atmosphere, there's a slight urgency and the feelings of it. I need to be pulled both psychically and spiritually to an area in the castle. It's like it's got all my hackles, so to speak,
Really?
wanting to go.
And that's from this room?
That's from this room. It's like an urgency to come on then.
Right,
Come and see and speak.
Now, I've heard that if there are such things...
When he says hackles, I immediately thought it was like an anxious get out of the room, but it sounds more like exciting, like, oh, we've got so much, we have such sights to show you.
As ghosts, they don't like the light, so shall we...
They prefer the darkness.
Do they?
They do, yeah.
I mean,
Shall we
same.
turn the lights off?
I can't
Are we
really
all in
criticise,
agreement,
same.
Everybody? Right, okay, let's turn the lights off.
Oh, she sounds
Turn the lights
nervous,
off.
doesn't she?
Right then, Derek.
Okay.
We'll follow you. I've got the
Okay.
candle, and off we go.
Right.
Derek says he has a spirit guide called Sam who links him to the spirit world. Sam will guide Derek to different places around the castle.
Nice gender
Now
neutral
bear in
name,
mind
Sam.
that we have given Derek no information about the history or legends of Chillingham. Jason will be following us to verify any names or historical events that Derek mentions.
Keeping an eye on
Now,
Derek.
Listen out very carefully for an unexplained hissing noise.
What's that noise?
What noise? What noise?
Oh, God, get out, get out, get out!
Come here.
Oh, Marcel's gone.
I'm petrified, basically.
The skeptic Marcel heard a hiss and it's just peed herself.
What's that noise?
Petrified of what?
I'm an
I'm
open-minded
so frightened,
skeptic.
I can't even think straight, I can't see straight. I'll be better where I can put the light on. If you hear screaming, you know where it's coming from. God, I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, Marcel, I love her. What a legend. I wonder
The
if she just
unexplained
wanted her
hissing
bed or
noise was
something.
enough to scare our open-minded skeptic Marcel into...
What do we think of the hissing noise? Any thoughts? It could have. It definitely sounded like a hiss, like a cat hiss. So I think it could be real.
not carrying on. So one team member down,
Oh,
and we
Marcel.
only just started.
I'm very aware of this lady, this kindred lady spirit.
It better not be a grey lady.
And it's coming through me quite strong. It's Barclay. 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 Lady Barclay. Lady Barclay.
Lady Barclay.
Thank you, that's better. Thank you. Lady Mary Barclay. Barclay. It seems as if she's drawing me. And it's like she's giving me a mental picture of a bedroom. She's been doing it all along.
Shall we go to...
Resided at Chillingham 1660 1685.
She wants us to go.
Searches for her husband.
As we climbed the stairs towards the bedroom, Derek was insistent he could hear a boy crying. I couldn't hear a thing.
Blue boy?
But the closer we got to the bedroom, the more agitated he became.
Oh, yes.
Now, in terms of the sound thing, I always think this is an interesting thing because you get these like frequencies that young people can hear and older people can't. So the same with like animals, how some animals have like sonar and can like pick up frequencies we are not even aware are happening right now. Maybe like that's just a different form of it. That someone could be tuned into that type of frequency that we're not. So we're like, there's no noise, but we're just not hearing it.
It's the boy again.
The blue boy.
Hear him?
No.
You see, the colour blue is a healing, very, very strong healing colour, and also drawn around this boy as he comes into the atmosphere, and his cries not of help, but cries that have gone unheard.
Oh no.
Because of cruelties that are associated with this boy. I get the feeling within, of incarceration. I can't say that word any stronger of what I really, really mean, or they want me to say incarceration. And if someone is jammed behind something and is thinking and his feelings are so... Oh, no! No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! No! Come and help me! Come on! Come on, son. Come on, son.
Oh.
Come on.
That was quite intense.
It's the grounds. The wall. The wall. I'm behind the wall. That man who's locked here with me. He was locked here with me. I didn't want him here. Sam, don't. Tell him to step back, please.
Oof.
Step back, please.
The fact that you said incarceration is interesting because
A man that he didn't want with
the
him.
legend has it that he was immured in a wall. Some builders were excavating and they excavated a fireplace opposite to this one and they found some bones which were later discovered to be a boy
Early
child.
1900s.
And also another skeleton was found of a male adult with the child.
Everyone.
Right, so can we get a bit more on that? I need a fact check. So the boy was bricked into the wall with a man that he didn't want to be trapped with. He was incarcerated essentially. I wonder. Ooh, that's not nice. I'm morbidly curious about it because initially when he was saying that, and the thing about the boy seemed more concerned about the man he was trapped with than the fact he'd been bricked into a wall. So why were they in there together? Was it like, did the man do it? Like, did he say, "Oh, you're staying with me," and brick up a wall with them both inside it? Or was it a case of, "Oh, look, these two get in, and then you're staying there"? Oh, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Everyone was amazed at Derek's accuracy. While the team moved to another part of the castle, our brave producer Carl decided to take a look at a storage room near the torture chamber. Keep your eye on the white plastic box on the table.
I really can't make out what all this stuff is.
Presumably not a castle original white plastic box.
I can't actually walk any further into the room because there's so much stuff. Oh,
Very
okay.
small torture chamber.
There's not anything that I can certainly see. I'm sure the noise came from here. Oh.
Now, before we go further, I have to point out we just heard footsteps echoing about, and they weren't challenged, which I quite like because there's points later where they'll go, "Oh, do you hear those footsteps?" They'll radio upstairs to say, "Are you there?" And they say no. Obviously, they must have been aware of someone in his environs at that point, that it was like, that's the footsteps. We're not going to cause a panic about it. I like that.
What was that? What was that? Sounded like sort of glass breaking or being rapped on.
What's outside?
Well, I don't feel too bad in it.
Plastic box. Bottom left.
Oh.
Right now, what's your thoughts on that? I need to know, because that didn't look like he'd have pushed it, because it was actually quite far away, and he would have presumably had some kind of zoom on. Let's just go back and see. I want to see how far away from the camera it was before he turned, because I feel like the edge of it was right there, so you would have seen like his hand or something come back.
Right. It's enough. Guess we get Derek in there later on.
I feel like without there being an elaborate setup of how to push that box, which I don't know they would have done it this early in the series, I'm inclined to believe that one.
I'm not going back in there.
3:15 a.m.
It seems to be getting me back.
She's making me nervous with that fire.
It's very drafty here.
Yes.
Very drafty.
And it's,
very
you know,
drafty.
it's just coming in.
Very drafty here.
Yeah.
You're getting a real blast.
Yeah.
It's very...
No one's listening to Yvette. She's like, it's very drafty. Did I mention it's drafty? It's very drafty. It's drafty over here. It's drafty, by the way. Just gonna say something's in fire.
It's a man. It's an officer. Oh.
God, can you feel that? Can you feel
It's
it?
an officer.
Here he is.
Yes.
God,
It's like Doctor
Yeah,
Who
he
there.
is. He's come very close to us here.
God, it's so cold.
It's okay. It's all right.
Ooh.
And he wants to make his presence felt in his own way.
No, it's not registering anything unusual.
Okay.
Scientifically, it's not
Yeah.
cold there,
The
Yvette.
temperature around is 8 or 9 degrees, which is normal because that's the same.
Jason, come and stand here.
Yes.
Just there.
What
It
does she
stormed a
think?
little bit earlier on when we first come in, but I was drawn back down here. Maybe it's just wanting to come into the atmosphere and be recognised.
Last sighted in 1925.
A torture chamber in total darkness was not a place any sane person would want to visit, especially after Carl's strange experience there. But that's where Derek insisted
let's
we
go.
went.
Obviously, you got to go back to the torture chamber. It's like the best bit.
Isn't it a very oppressive vortex here?
A vortex?
Absolutely.
That is the place where I heard those noises
Is it?
And the box
and that
moved.
box moved. Oh,
This is the most negativity in the whole of the castle. Here.
I mean, you could guess that.
It's not truly what it is. It's not. That's a fact. It's not really known
Oh, Yvette was impressed there. It's a fungeon, not a dungeon.
where the torture chamber is.
Ah.
When developed, some of our photographs taken
Forgot
on
that bit,
stills
actually.
camera revealed mysterious floating objects invisible to the naked eye.
That actually, so see looking at the room here, that must be looking from one side back at the door. That looks quite different, doesn't it? It makes a bit more sense. I feel it looked a bit more cluttered when we saw the camera up close, but interesting they don't know exactly where the torture chamber
Independent
was.
vision engineers have confirmed that they are not dust or refracted light. They could not give us an explanation as to what they are.
Also, with Derek saying how oppressive it is, I wonder how that stacks up with it not being the original location. Is it possible that people that died on like the torture devices would go to like the location of the torture device rather than the actual room that it happened in? I wonder how that works. Like, what are I suppose it's kind of that worry about what ties some of the spirits to a place. Like, what it is that tethers them there? Is it the grounds? Is it the room? Is it the people? Is it the like specific device that they got their head cut off on?
With little
I
time
know.
left before daybreak, I wanted Derek to have a look at the dungeon.
Did we not just look at the dungeon? Oh no, we looked at the torture
This-
chamber.
In actual fact, was like,
Is that scratch marks?
I suppose, the natural
There is. Look at the wall. That looks like scratch marks.
anguish. But you see, after a period of time, it was like as if the spirit was broken. Until-
Isolation.
I'm defeated.
Give up.
Give up.
Yeah.
Take me. No
Yeah.
point.
This gives solitary confinement, I think.
Absolute individual, total incarceration of a number.
A number?
But I'm afraid I can't pinpoint.
No.
I can't. When I say I can't, I'm not getting me.
Interesting. That makes me think that he potentially can't pick out a single person because there's so many, but I wonder if it was used for individual isolation or if it was they would just cram as many people as possible in there and leave them, essentially. Very sad, isn't it? And we're done? 7:30, that's 23 hours, not 24 hours.
It was very interesting.
I've been scammed out of an hour.
People experienced a lot of things. Whether they were down to paranormal agencies or mass hysteria is open to interpretation, but it was a very interesting evening from all angles.
Well, it's a very haunted house.
You are
Very
going to see
haunted
that,
castle.
Derek.
We have to say Derek got an awful lot of things spot on. He did.
At first, I was taken back within the first hour or so by the. It seemed that the accumulation of activity.
The electromagnetic energy sensor device that we used last night failed actually to locate any unusual
That was too funny.
fluctuations, for want of a better word. And it's important to note that in other investigations
Obsessed.
where people are seeing things or experiencing things, it also has not necessarily logged on the EMF reading. So the fact that it didn't log doesn't mean nothing was happening. It just means that we didn't catch an EMF fluctuation.
It was a very pleasurable mixture of different experiences. So I'm just very thankful that what we were allowed to experience was something that will stay with us for quite a long time.
Well, that was certainly a night to remember. Wouldn't you agree, everybody?
Oh, there's 8:30 am.
Well,
Okay, we
we're
got
all
our
for
hour.
a well-earned sleep now, and
Must be
then
knackered.
off to our next location. We shall see you there. In the meantime, sleep tight.
Sleep tight. Let's have a little review, shall we? So, quite an interesting episode. I feel like we've had more of like a tour of a castle with some anecdotes than actually kind of seeing much. But we did get the box pushed. We did get the emotional takeover of Derek. Now, the emotional takeover of Derek seemed very raw. It seemed very reactive rather than rehearsed, unless he's a very good actor. I don't know. I mean, I know nothing about acting, but it seemed quite genuine to me. I felt that was quite a genuine reaction and quite a genuine experience that he had. I'm very disturbed by the story about the boy and the man he didn't want to be incarcerated with. It's really making me... it's really making me uncomfortable. It was too funny that Derek was basically having an emotional breakdown on behalf of this boy, and here comes whatever his name was, I forget now, Jason, with his EMF meter scanning him. Get scanned. But I liked that he said about at the end there about it doesn't mean nothing happened, it just means we didn't pick anything up, because I'm always a bit conscious, you know, I would say, not to copy Marcel, I am an open-minded skeptic. I want to be convinced. I want to see something that goes, oh, that was right, that's real, that was there the whole time. But we're using tools to try and measure something that we don't know how to measure. So we're trying to use a conventional method based on what we currently know how to measure, but it might fall completely outside of that. So there could be another reason that's causing a temperature dip. There could be something else that's not picked up in a heat sensor or an EMF meter. Because I'm always thought of how, like, you know, previously, until we had scientific advancement, it was a case of, oh, that's ridiculous, that's witchcraft, that's magic. And then it's like, oh, actually, here's this medicine that will fix it, or here's this tool that we currently have. So I'm always a little bit open-minded with that. Like, I don't think it's a yes or no 100% with the tools. But it was quite a good episode, and I feel like it very much showed that if we see nothing, you'll see nothing, because we got quite a bit of flavour to the ghosts. We got the kind of experience of walking around, but nothing like scandalous happened. Like, there weren't any like big jump scare moments or anything like that. So I enjoyed it. I would be keen to hear what your thoughts are of the different events throughout. Oh, shook my camera. Of the different events throughout the episode. Kind of like what you thought about, like the box, for example, the torture chamber. Let me know what your kind of take on them is. I think that would be quite good. But yeah, that is episode 2 of Most Haunted, done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and Yvette Fielding. What will we leave it on tonight? Other than don't brick people into your walls. Look after your dogs. Give your dogs a nice wee pet, because that poor wee dog was scared by some of the ghosts at points. Never a bad excuse to pet your dog. But anyway, until next time, sleep tight.